I love how they reimagined the whole world of Sabrina and how they made it very horror. There's a lot of classic horror films that we nod to, and in the scripts and in the show, like The Exorcist and Rosemary's Baby.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Barney Kinkle, the only person you're gonna scare is yourself.
Gotcha.
Good night, Harvey.
Good night, Sabrina.
Me not actually being a huge horror fan, because I have like a lot of creative people, like you know, you have a vivid imagination, and it makes it hard to sleep if you put those things into your head sometimes. But this is it's really fun to be on the show because it's introducing me to all these classic horror films, and it's really cool to see the creative liberties that are available in that medium. There was a list of classic films that were essentially referenced in the scripts, and unfortunately, there was a screening that I actually missed, where Lee Tolan Krieger, our executive producer and first director, he directed the first 2 episodes, and Roberto sat the whole cast down, and they showed him a screening with all these references where they would show kind of the tone of the film, and yeah, just kind of like almost like a mood board, but with films. But that was the day before I was cast, so I missed it. But yeah, the casting process for me was so bizarre, because I auditioned once, the next day I auditioned again, a day went by, I did the screen test, I got the job, and then I flew out to Vancouver for the rest of the year. So it was like 5 days, and then my life was completely changed. My first audition, actually every audition was with Kiernan. It's so vital to have a very grounded relationship, because that grounds the rest of the show and the rest of the extravagant horror spectacle that goes on outside of the Harvey and Sabrina relationship. I love playing in love. It's always a good time. And of course, Roberto did an amazing job of writing those scenes. Everybody wants to be in love, you know? And that's a pretty close way to get to it, for me at least. I did do a fair bit of research on satanic worshipers, because I thought that was quite interesting. But as far as my research for Harvey was quite minimal, actually, because especially in a TV format, you make a mold for the character, and then you let the story inform what's gonna happen to him. You know, with a film, you have a start and an end. Well, with this, it's just a constant ride. So, yeah, you make an outline, and then you let the story fill it up. I think it's great that he wasn't written too oblivious and too, I guess, dumbfounded, but more unaware of what's going on. Because that's really all it is he has no idea that magic exists in this world. And it's not that he's not smart. It's just that, yeah, he just doesn't know. It's really amazing how everyone's so fitting to their character, and they're such a good person off set, and they're so talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's so talented and so perfectly cast and so awesome and cool to hang out with. Like, it's more than a stroke of luck. You know, it's really cool to watch and learn from everybody.